Hello friends, this is Gajendra from Digital Library Farmer. Welcome to the another episode on analytical method validation. In this episode, we will discuss on solution stability. In our previous episodes, we discussed on each of validation parameter in detailed manner. Then we initiated the discussion on the robustness parameter. The robustness parameter were initiated by identifying the critical method parameters by using the Ishikawa cause-effect diagram. After identifying the critical method parameters, we discussed the impact of extraction time, sonication time on episode 3. In this episode, you will discuss on the impact of temperature and light on the final outcome of the results. Let us start our discussion on the solution stability. In solution stability, the solutions will be analyzed on day of preparation and the solutions are stored on different storage conditions and reanalyzed at several time points against the freshly prepared reference solutions. In case of quantitative methods, the results will be generated at several time points against freshly prepared reference solution, and these results are compared with initial results by performing the statistical analysis. In case of qualitative methods, the results will be generated at several time points and will be compared against the specification acceptance criteria. The example for qualitative methods are the color and clarity test methods. As per ICH guidelines on both ESP monograph, the validation is not required for color and clarity test methods, but however, the recommendation is to establish the solution stability for these test methods. The reason for this recommendation is we don't know the time gap between the sample preparation and the results generation or observation. So generate a solution stability data at least for 2 hours or 3 hours, it will give authenticity to our results. So as I explained, in solution stability, we are storing our solution under different storage conditions. What are these different storage conditions? So if you want to check the impact of temperature only, then you need to store your solution by protecting from light. Okay, so you need to store your solution on benchtop by protecting from light. That is, typical temperature is 20 to 25 degrees. Similarly, you need to store your solution in refrigerator by protecting from light. If you want to check the impact of both light and temperature, then store your solution without protecting from light at both the temperature condition, that is at benchtop and refrigerator. If you want to check impact of both light and temperature, store your solution in clear glassware. If you want to check the impact of only temperature, then store in amber glassware. Prepare the solution as per test method. Store this solution on benchtop and store another set in a refrigerator. So let us see the procedure of establishing the solution stability. On day 0, that means day of preparation, you need to analyze the test solution as per test method and need to calculate the SA content. For example, in case of SMHPLC, calculate the SA value on day 0. Then do the same on day 2. Remember, when you are establishing the solution stability, you need to evaluate it against the freshly prepared reference solution only. To prepare the same procedure on day 3, day 4 and day 5, and continue this procedure up to day 9. So number of days is your choice. You can continue up to 30 days or you can close in 5 days also. In case of reference solution, it is the same procedure. However, you can take the one advantage. In case of reference solutions, instead of performing the analysis on day of preparation, you can consider the potency as the initial value, or you can perform the analysis also. My recommendation is to perform the analysis on the day of preparations. It will reduce your weighing errors and preparation errors, so there's a higher chances of giving the accurate results on subsequent days. So analyze the solution on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Follow the same procedure in the subsequent days and calculate the content and the percentage relative difference from initial value. So what is the acceptance criteria to establish a solution stability? The percentage relative difference or observed difference should be less than acceptable analytical variation of that particular analytical technique. For example, in case of SAB HPLC test method, the acceptance criteria for drug product is less than 2.0% in case of the analyte is greater than 5%. If the analyte is less than 5%, the acceptance criteria should be less than 5.0%. In case of drug substances, the acceptance criteria is 1.0%. In case of impurity methods, the acceptance criteria depend upon the impurity level in your sample. In case of impurity level LOQ to 0.1%, it is 30%. If it is 0.12, 0.5, it is 20. 0.5 to 1, 0.0, it is 15. 1 to 5, it is a 10%. If it is greater than 5%, it is the 5%. Let us see the one example of results. Here is a set of result generated for SAB HPLC method on different days up to 5 days. On day 0, the result is 99.5. On day 1, 99.9. And the percentage relative difference from initial is 0.4 on day 1. On day 2, it is 98.7. The difference is 0.8. On day 3, 99.3. The percentage relative difference is 0.2. On day 4, it is 98.3 and the difference is 1.2. On day 5, it's 97.3. The relative difference is 2.2. So it is the results for different solutions. It's the same trend as the test solution. So what is the outcome based on these tables? The outcome is the solution is stable up to 4 days on bench top. Let us see the another set of results. Here on day 1, the results are not met the acceptance criteria on bench top. On refrigerator also, on day 1, results not met the acceptance criteria. So what to do? If the solution stability results did not meet the acceptance criteria on day 1, you need to establish the solution stability on hourly basis. You need to follow the same procedure as a day wise, but you need to establish in hourly basis. Analyze the sample immediately after the preparation. Then analyze it on each and every hour. That means after 1 hour, after 2 hours, after 3 hours, after 4 hours. So this is the set of results you got. So in this table shows the solution is stable up to 4 hours. In the 5th hour, the results are not met the acceptance criteria. So what is the outcome? The solution is stable up to 4 hours on bench top. Okay, based on the data, you need to establish the solution stability. Similarly, you can generate the data at refrigerator and you can establish the solution stability at refrigerator. So for each technique, we need to follow the same procedure, but the acceptance criteria depend upon the acceptable analytical variation of that particular technique. So this is all about the solution stability. In our next episode, we will discuss on the robustness by using the OEFT approach, followed by robustness by DOE. As I explained in my previous videos, the very interesting content is coming in this channel. There is a series of videos on method validation and there will be 52 episodes on method development. This is a method development by using the QBD principles and 72 interesting episodes on stability studies, followed by very interesting topic of QMS investigations. I hope you liked my video. If you like my video, wait for my next video. Until then, have a good time. Bye.